Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Sonicus here. I really should make like an intro or something. I'm so awkward. I've tried to start this thing like 3 or 4 times. Anyway, so I made a tips and tricks guide a few days ago, and I promised that I would make a kind of like a overall blanket new player monster list of good monsters to use. So basically, in this one, I'm going to keep it really short, and what I'm going to do is just list monsters with um, basically what their role is, and then um, from there, going to kind of leave it open because in the future, what I want to do is actually make videos for individual monsters. I know that there's how to ruin videos out there for fire monsters, light monsters, 3-star monsters, 5-star monsters. But I want to go in and focus on specific monsters that everyone can really use or everyone usually uses, and be very detailed and flexible on exactly what monsters. Basically, just be more detailed instead of going over a monster saying Rage Blade, attack, crit damage, attack. Um, I'll go into every build that I believe is viable, and this is only my opinion. But anyway, without further ado, here's those monsters. I'm just gonna start off on the wind side because there's a lot of monsters in the wind that are actually very, very useful. Okay. That being said, Shannon. Shannon is a great support monster. You're gonna ruin her with Despair. You can do speed, HP. Look, they're talking about the rune in the monsters. But anyway, so Shannon or the Wind Pixie, great monster to have as a low level. Very good support monster. You can actually just keep her at 5-star, get her to 5 stars, and you can use her to clear giants, dragons, TOA. She's actually really good for low level players to do TOA. Second monster going to be the Wind Yeti Rakaja. He's great because he has a great heal, as well as he becomes useful later on as well in Nacro. So you can use him for giants. You can use him, you can use him as a healer in giants. You can use him in giants. You can use him in giants. You can use him in dragons, and you can use him in Necro. Overall, like, you won't regret leveling him up. I wouldn't really make him a priority. If you have better healers, then use those. But I mean, he can be. He's a very niche monster. He's very good to use. As well as Ramagod. Okay, so Ramagod to me is one of my favorite monsters. He literally can do everything. Like Ramagod, literally, it's in his name. Is a god among natural 2-star monsters. He's just amazing. Basically, give him a lot of HP. He can tank anything. He can solo pretty much everything on the board with the proper runes. He can solo Giants B10. Let's just put it that way. You can YouTube the videos. Maybe I'll even upload a video of mine. Mine used to be able to, but then I think I stole some of his runes. But anyway, not really sure. No. Okay. Right here, Armada isn't necessarily bad. He's actually a really good tank for new players if you need a wind tank if you're not using Ramagod. Although he's only really good against fire because of his passive. Like, mainly you're gonna use him versus like Pernas, but I guess I really shouldn't put him in the video too much. I mean, he's a good wind tank if you need him. But anyway, Bernard. Bernard is an amazing monster, and I highly, highly recommend you building a Bernard at least to 5 stars. He fits pretty much everywhere as well. You can use him in Arena, you can use him in TOA, you can use him in Giants, you can use him in Dragons if you don't have an attack bar booster. But like, a really core monster that I would highly recommend using. And that really, as far as farmable monsters, that's really all I want to talk about from the wind side. Can't believe I forgot copper. Copper is also another amazing monster that scales off of defense. He's also another good wind tank that also deals really good damage. I wouldn't put him on par with Ramagod, but I would definitely say that he is also another great monster worth using, especially for guild wars. And sometimes arena is when I use him mainly guild wars, to be honest. Not really a whole lot. He used to actually be one of my main farmers for a long time. I had him on vampire set with defense, crit damage defense, and would just farm Aiden. And okay, yeah, enough about Copper. I like to talk too much. It's kind of why I thought I'd be good at these video things, but I don't know. You let me know. You let me know. Okay, so fire. Let's go. I should really put that over here more so that I can. Okay, so now in here, Rauk. Rauk is an awesome, amazing monster to use and utilize for your as a nuker. You can use him even end game. His passive and his first attack. Basically, he's going to be a really good solo farmer as well. If you get him ruined well enough, or you can put him on a vampire set. What else was I going to say? It's great for clearing SDs in arena. He has a lot of utilizations. Another monster that I forgot about, Seek. Seek is another monster who goes really well. He's a support monster that can do a lot of damage. I guess I really should. You know what? I think I'm going to rename this video instead of this is going to be monsters for Guide to Not Foddering Monsters. How does that sound? Does that sound okay? Yeah, I guess. Guide to Not Foddering Monsters for Noobs. So, totally sidetracked there. Yes. So, yeah. There we go. Okay. Right here. Spectra. If you get a Spectra, I'd put him in storage. Save him for later. He will tremendously help with your Dragons team. The only thing is he really needs decently top end runes to be able to work in Dragons. And then Randy. Save Randy. He goes really well with Copper as well. If you get him. I know he's not farmable. But Kali actually works really well if you get her as well, as a fire nuker along with Rauk. She can ignore defense, so hang on to her. And then, oops. Let's go to water. Okay. My favorite water monster right here, Skull Soldier. I don't know if you saw him in my monster inventory, but he's my favorite. I think I have him. Yeah. Nope. Okay. I posted a comment about him. So now, Seek's brother Tark is not bad. I have him. I have been fiddling around with him. I saw Barian make a Dragons B10 team, and I was like, I can do that. And I did. It doesn't have a high success rate, so I don't use it a lot since I don't pay to play this game as much as a lot of people believe that I do. I'm actually really cheap. I'm just super lucky. The only thing I really buy are Devilmon packs. But anyway, out of these monsters, Kona. Kona is an amazing monster. You're going to be able to use Kona in the new raids that came out just a few months ago, as well as for a healer, for cleanser. You can use her in him. I don't know. I've always called it Kona or her. So let's stick with that. Her. You can use her in your Giants team, your Dragons team. I wouldn't really recommend Kona for Necro because you want a lot of multi-hitters for Necro. Now, I believe everyone starts off with one of these fairies. You can go ahead and keep her for a while, I guess. I mean, if you need a healer, I still would highly recommend going with one of the other. Oh, I totally forgot about Colleen over here. Sorry, skipping around. Okay, Colleen, another great monster for Necro. She can also be a healer and a buffer, and not a buffer, D-buffer. She's a D-buffer. She'll basically put weakening attacks. That's why she's great. She brings a lot of utility to the current raids. Anyway, totally got sidetracked. Let's go back down to here. Okay, so where was I? Okay, so Dagora. If you have no luck whatsoever and you can't get anyone that can farm for you and you're free to play, I wouldn't really say that paid players will have that issue, but if you have no luck in summoning, you can go ahead and use Dagora, and Dagora can farm. Fame on Hell is really slow, but it can be done with really cheap runes. You can use junk 4-star runes with just HP, 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 energy, all energy set, which I mean is pretty easy to get. Let's see. Rena, a lot of people will swear up and down by Rena. Personally, I think she's a good water tank, but other than that, I don't really utilize her a lot. I'm gonna test out like a sort of stall defense with her later on for higher end arena and see if that helps out with me. Let you guys know how it goes. Keep you posted. I would hold on to Wayne if you aren't able to pull like a Megan. Wayne can be definitely well, not necessarily a replacement to Megan, but a replacement to Bernard. So I'd hold on to Wayne. Plus, he looks like a badass, right? And I'd also hold on to Talc. Talc is pretty good. Basically he's unkillable. Really. He decreases the inflicted damage by half if the damage is less than 20% of his max HP, as well as he recovers the HP of all allies, and that is proportionate to his max HP. So you just build straight HP on him, and he's just ridiculously hard to kill. And that about covers it for the Megan. So I know these aren't all farmable monsters. These are just good core 3-star and under monsters that you should hold on to. So Megan is a great for arena as well as guild wars. You can also use her in dragons. You kind of have to do some finicking to work her into your dragons runs. I used to. I don't use her in dragons anymore, but hey, that's all this game is about, is progressing, right? You find monsters, you find faster clears, more successful clears, and so on. Okay. Now, let's go in here to the light. So, this is another one that's going to be kind of the long part of, Bella Dion. Keep Calm and Bella Dion. Really, literally, I think this monster has the most utility and use out of any other monster in the game, hands down, and I think a lot of people would agree with me. So on Sunday or whatever day it is, wherever you are, the light dungeon is open. Try your hardest to get a Bella. Really, just amazing kit. Absolutely amazing. I use Bella in my Giants team, in my Dragons team, in my all B10, of course, Nacro team. I use her in TOA, and then I use her in Arena as well. Not so much anymore, really. I need to find some good Nemesis runes for my Bella, but other than that, one of the best monsters in the game, hands down, and she's farmable, obtainable. A lot of people are going to argue with me over whether guy or girl. Shren used to be pretty good back in the day, not so much anymore. Amon, hands down, another one of the best consistent healers in the game. And what I mean by consistent is, as long as you have 100% crit rate and they don't have an anti-crit buff, you're gonna crit and you're gonna heal proportionate to his max HP. I think mine heals for around like 4K right now with Vero lead. Darien, right here is another niche monster. Like, he's really good, and at the same time, he can be bad. But he reduces the damage your whole team's going to take. So, I think he's going to actually be the first monster I make a video on that goes in depth on just that monster, on how to rune with, because you can. Everyone goes violent revenge on him, but he has so much potential. Like, I've put some crazy builds on him and it works. So yeah, and I think that about does it for the farmable light monsters. Let's go into the dark. Okay. So, out of the dark, the only one that's really worth anything, I'd say, that's relatively easy to get, Jubel. Well, actually, I don't know if there's an SD for him. I actually pulled him out of a wish, so I was very lucky. But a fusible monster, Vero. This monster right here will open up the potential of your PvE content tremendously. TOA, giants, dragons, B10 runs, like he's amazing, and he will take you very far. Most people ask about the stats you need to have on him for giants. Now let's go ahead and just take a look at the stats on mine, and I think this is really good. So with Vero, you want at least 20 to 25k HP. You want to have at least 190-ish speed for dragons. And the reason I say that is so that he can cleanse in time, and you can have him as the soul cleanser. And the reason that mine isn't at 190 is because I use Verd, as well as my speed towers give him around 200-ish speed. Wow, around 200-ish speed, 190-ish speed. I think I get about +8, so I'm at about 191 speed for my tower on him. But yeah, again, this monster has another great utility monster like that you can use everywhere, including arena, Nacro. Well, see, I used to use him in like my Nacro B8 team before I actually leveled up some monsters for B10, but I would definitely do. I definitely do use him in TOA hard, dragons, giants, B10 farming team. I don't really even need him in giants. I take him though, just because of the RNG factor of you getting armor broken and then getting attacked by the giant and everyone dying. So I take him just to be safe. I think that really about covers it on those monsters. I know I was really quick on the monsters. I didn't go into great detail on them. This is, like I said, this is more of just a list of monsters that new players really should keep an eye out for, because I didn't know necessarily what monsters I should focus on and everything. But yeah, that's about it. Like, comment, subscribe if you want me to do some other videos on, I don't know, like besides what I said I'm going to do. Like I said, I want to be more focused on my how to ruin videos, which as well as I'm going to make 2 more videos, kind of broad, free to play strategies, pay to play strategies, and how I think to best utilize your crystals and everything like that for both of those. Anyway, that's all I got. So have a great one, and may the odds be ever in your favor for your summoning, and hope you get a Zyros. Okay, bye.